ものばかりだぞ。南十字武装戦隊から持ってきたものだ。珍しいものばかりだぞ。十字武装戦隊から持ってきたものだ。珍しいものばかりだぞ。十字武装戦隊から持ってきたものだ。珍しいものばかりだぞ。南十字武装戦隊から持ってきたものだ。珍しいものばかりだぞ。十字武装戦隊から持ってきたものだ。珍しいものばかりだぞ。十字武装戦隊から持ってきたものだ。珍しいものばかりだぞ。南十字武装戦隊から持ってきたものだ。珍しいものばかりだぞ。十字武装戦隊から持ってきたものだ。珍しいものばかりだぞ。珍しいものばかりだぞ。
止める勇気はあるか？アクセル全開。空上を焼き尽くす。
痛がっちゃいないよ。手加減なしよ。
引け太陽の方向を。ふっやっせいせい。烈日よ、私に従え。やっ見切りました。
悪用の力を思い知りなさい。
この天下で裁く。しっ
星とし無事今日の依頼。星と深夜。
切実よ、私に従え。裁きの雷。
さあ、
聞け、太陽の方向を。浮上を焼き尽くす。逃げ道は
ついついに寝よう。
もうええ。
かかれ。どの目が出るかし
ここより弱滅の時。裁きの一。
さあ、働きなさい。口封じは任せ。
石煙に葬られよ。はっ。
この同点。同点について。 この同点も同点についてのご質問でしたらいつでもお聞きくだ。
Okay, cool. Yeah, I could have sworn I did this month, but today is literally the last day for it, so I was like, oh wait, shit, I did do it, right? But yeah, I did. So. Realistically, I could do Spiral Abyss too, because I haven't done that, and it will expire today as well. But honestly, I don't give a shit. Why are they giving Shillin for this? This is clearly a swirl thing, and if they want us to use Chaska, Shillin is actually not doesn't work well with Chaska. Okay, so I need to be at full health, so Furina is actually bad choice for this. I mean, people can be passive, swirl, except swirl shit.
見切りました。シュレ飛ぶか。今だ。消え失せろ。逃げ道はありません。引け太陽の方向を。止める勇気はあるか。見切りました。風が立つぞ。撃て。今だ。裁きの雷。烈日よ、私に従う。
はっ深海のカゴ。はっはっはっやっはっ
撃て。撃て。ロックオン。今だ。全弾発射。この天下で裁く。せいせやはっせや。
ご助力を。
逃げ道はあり。もうええよ。止める。飛ぶか。ロックオン。撃て。消え失せろ。裁きの雷。烈日よ、私に従え。石煙に葬られよ。はっせい。
ソーランの憩い。
ロックオン。今だ。はっへい。
手加減なしよ。
糸よ工作せよ。
取った。悪用の力を思い知りなさい。ついつい見めよ。
痛がっちゃいない。やったどの目が出るかしら。や
じゃじゃーん。光り輝くがいい。やっすっ桜吹雪。口封じは任せたからね。さあ世界を熱狂の渦に。
捕まえた。糸よ工作せよ。
それ失礼よっ。
美里流消滅。
シトラリー、イチパパ、こうよ。手加減なしよ。僕をたたえよ。光り輝くがいい。
と終わりね。よし。ふっふっ、それすっ、雪を前よ。
スイッチミメよ、契約を果たせ。悪用の力を生む。じゃじゃーん、世界を熱狂の渦に。
かかれ糸よ、工作せよ。ふっふっふっふっ、取った。それよったすっ、失礼。
シトラリー、イチパパ、こうよ。歌え、僕の名のもとに。
痛がっちゃいない。
お披露目だ。
逃げ道はあります。ふん、やったふん、せ
揺らぐことなし、天道万象。
全部丸見えね。世界を熱狂の渦に。
見切りました。はったせし
手をつなぎましょう。
稲光、すなわち永遠なり。ふっ
光り輝くがいい。全部丸見えね。これこそが知恵の伝道。
ふんせはったここより弱滅の時。ふっ
世界を熱狂の渦に。じゃじゃ
岩山八九。
裁きの雷たっはっせ無我の境地。やったふんて
ーん、はっせ。
天理チョーク。新天道地。
お披露目だ。光り輝くがいい。
逃げ道はありません。ここより弱滅の時。
手をつなぎましょう。
た見切りました。ふっふん
世界を熱狂の渦に。じゃじゃ
無我の境地。やっ
God damn, 650,000. Holy shit. Oh, I need 200,000 for the max rewards. The previous ones were like 100, I think.
参上。火に気をつけ。
却下する。
どの目が出るかし
股間奥義とはっはっやっとはっはっやっふっとここより登る。貫こう。
炎の盾、5時の炎。
この剣はわかるかい。雨描きがたし歌よ錦と。
ら捕まえた。終わりね。
ざっはっとさやっざっふっふっ却下する。はっ月のように永遠な。
火に気をつけろ。俺が守るよ。
かかれ。糸よ、工作せよ。
よっふっふっやっとざっとはっふっやっと股間奥義さい。権限落ちるがいい。貫こう。
それ、5時の炎。
終わりね。
はっやっとはっやっさざっふっはっふっ権限ここより登る。却下する。ざっ
火に気をつけろ。俺が守るよ。
やっとふっやっ
God damn, 900,000. Wait, what? How the hell did I get 1.3 million? I was like at 950. I don't know how I got like 400,000 at the last second. Oh, I see. So I can do whatever secret stratagem I want. Okay, I guess that's fine. No, preview. Challenges, here we go. Alright, so it is... You know... Okay, so it's those way obs, which are kind of annoying. Yeah, all of their off-field things are all considered skill damage. He does mostly skill damage. So this is a pretty good party.
Focus.
通常を焼き尽くす。裁きの雷はっ撃て撃て撃てジ弾発射
歌え。僕の名が持って。
稲光 すなわち永遠なり。逃げ道はこの天下で裁く。はっちやっはっやっちはっアクセル全開。
世界を熱狂の渦に。
飛ぶか。今だ。撃て撃て。消え失せろ。ふん。裁きの怒り。石煙に葬られよ。ふん。はっ。
お披露目だ。光り輝くがいい。
戦いたければかかってこい。はっ。今だ。ロックオン。
そらほっ。
見切りました。ここより弱滅の時。はって聞け。太陽の炎を。はっはっ散れとやっせい。飛ぶか。今だ。ロックオン。ロックオン。裁きの怒り。
光を歌え。僕の名のもとに。
この天下で裁く。はっせいせい。
Cool. There we go. All done.
Hmm. 旅人、奇遇だな。あんたも怪盗祭に遊びに来たのか？ああ、キャンディスに送りたくて。でも、まだ納得のいくものができてないんだ。キャンディスも来るさ。私が一緒にリーユエに行こうと誘った。1年間頑張ったんだから気分転換しよう。私もちょうどリーユエに向かうキャラバンを護衛するから。
See, this is wrong, right? So everyone deserves to lose at the end of the year. It's assuming that everyone in this planet agrees with the Lunar New Year. Like, in our current world, not everyone, like, in fact, I would say a majority of the world doesn't work on the Lunar New Year. China's like the big one. Maybe other Asian countries too, but pretty much everyone uses the Gregorian calendar. Now, to be fair, that is a religious thing. It's due to Christianity, which of course doesn't exist in this planet. So this could be, so it could be that even our planet would be using the lunar calendar for everything if Christianity didn't exist. If the Gregorian monks didn't create the Gregorian calendar, which made January, like they created essentially the months and made January 1st the new year. If that didn't happen, it could be that our whole entire planet would be using the lunar new year. But I think it is a little silly to assume that everyone just agreed. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, well, Leeway observes this, because, like, that's the thing, is Leeway is the only one who observes the Lunar New Year with with festivities like this, right? So, it is a little weird. Like, it's one thing for other countries to come in and be like, oh, cool, like, you're having a party, we'll come in and celebrate with you, right? But, like, no other country celebrates, which would allude that no other country actually observes Lunar New Year, and they're just coming here for the party. So it's kind of weird that she's just saying, oh, let loose at the end of the year, casually mentioning that, oh yeah, we agree that that the Lunar New Year is the real New Year's. But then it's like, well, if this is the real New Year's, then why does literally no other country in this world celebrate it, right? Everyone comes here to celebrate it, so they'll pop up during this yearly event. But there is no other event at other locations, right? Like, realistically, what they should do is that every country should have a few like New Year's celebration things. Obviously, not like the exact same things as this, because this is obviously heavily Chinese influenced celebratory shit. But like each country should have its own local, relatively local things. Like Mondstadt should maybe have, just have some kind of like how the Windbloom event, like have flowers up, basically have some sort of indicator that they are also celebrating the New Year. Because if you're going to casually mention, oh yeah, by the way, we also believe that this is the New Year, i.e., that the Lunar New Year is the New Year for every country, then every country should be celebrating it in its own way. And maybe Leeway just is the one that goes over the top and has this huge celebration. But like there should be some like banners, party floats or whatever, balloons up in other countries at the very least to indicate, yeah, we also celebrate the New Year, just not to that degree, right? If we want to celebrate it that much, we'll go there. So I do think that's it's not much really. Honestly, this doesn't really matter, but it obviously is. It's just bias. It's because this is made by a Chinese company. They're just like, oh yeah, it's the New Year, right? They just refer like I mean, obviously, I'm saying the Lunar New Year. Why? Well, because that's what the Chinese New Year is. It's based on the lunar calendar. But everyone else, I mean, in Western civilization, if you say the New Year, everyone thinks January 1st, right? So that's why, like, when we say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go, celebrate. What's your New Year's, predictions? Your New Year's resolutions? What did you do for the New Year? Everyone is assuming that you're talking about that New Year. So. So yeah. So anyway. So it's just one of these intrinsic biases. Like if you ever go to like if you ever see like a Western movie or anything, if there's ever anything that references the New Year, everyone assumes, oh, okay, New Year, January 1st, right? It's that same type of bias. Like no one has to explain the Gregorian New Year, right? New Year just equals January 1st for the Western civilization, so they don't even need to go out and define it. Similarly, this is just how it is, because these people celebrate the Lunar New Year, that is their New Year, and that's why Dea right now says, well, it's at the end of the year. But we see no observable signs that any other country actually celebrates the same New Year that Leeway does, besides them popping up for the celebration here. But that doesn't really mean anything. Like I can go to China and celebrate the Lunar New Year there. It's, it doesn't mean that I believe. It doesn't mean that I'm now, a proponent of the Lunar New Year. It's like, no, it doesn't. So it's like you can go and celebrate anything, like any sort of party, right? Like you can celebrate Christmas even if you don't if you're not Christian, right? You can, like Japan does that too. Like Japan has a mild celebration, put up shit, but but a lot of them aren't actual devout following Christians. They're just like, oh no, it's a party. It's like it's just a holiday. We'll celebrate like just any holiday, right? So it's obviously not the end of the world. It's a mild bias. Realistically, they should have mentioned it. So I mean, it's actually an easy fix, right? She can't just casually reference it as the New Year. She just has to reference it by the celebration, right? The Lantern Rite Festival. Since it is the Lantern Rite Festival, because then you don't even have to do anything, right? Actually, one second, we'll be back. Okay, I'm back.
ただまだやるべきことがあるかまあ仕方ないよ
But yeah, so and realistically, this actually might not even be China's problem because like it depends on how they wrote it, right? It's possible that in Chinese it was written like lantern, right? They probably did say that they probably just did say New Year, but realistically, the localization people should have been like, no, we can't translate that as New Year because Sumeru doesn't celebrate the lantern rite. Like there are no lantern rite festivities in Liyue, or in Liyue, in Sumeru. So like, so realistically, if these people were paying attention, and I get it, right? Like you have to be. I don't want to say this because it obviously sounds pretentious, but you have to be like smart, right? And ideally know what the fuck this game is about. So if you were intelligent, you would catch that. You know, if you were intelligent, you would have been like, oh, actually, because you'd have to know about like the world, right? And not every localizer knows that, right? Not the localization company doesn't necessarily play the game. They just get a contract to localize it. They get a script in Chinese. They translate it. They turn it to English. They change what needs to be to make it make grammatical sense or sense. So yeah, so like, obviously that's what they'd. So like, anyone who's played the game would understand. Oh, well, these are the countries, and in this game, the only country that actually observes Lunar New Year is Liyue. So all other countries shouldn't really recognize it default and casually reference it as the New Year, because if they don't celebrate it, then clearly they don't observe or even recognize that this is the New Year. So they either have to A, put up decorations in every country to indicate that they're also celebrating the New Year at this time, just in their own way, or B, have her not refer to it as the New Year casually like that, but instead just refer to it as the Lantern Rite Festival, because that already says, oh yes, we're here for this specific event, because it is a festival. Obviously, it's a huge nitpick, you know. I'm making a mountain of a molehill. It's incredibly meaningless. Doesn't really matter. But it's a red and pink. I don't know. Like, the problem is, like, you can change these, right? But, like, what's the point? So, like, I submit this. Obviously, it's dog shit, right? But she's like, yeah, this is awesome. And like, there's a lot of detail in this. Like, there's all these borders and stuff. But like, it's not like you select a border and it automatically applies it to the outer edge. It's like, no, it's an actual like tiny border, and you have to increase its size or shrink it to fit it. Like, and manually like move pieces to have them fit. And it's like, that's really kind of a pain in the ass to do on a controller. And I can't. I mean, it's obviously easier on a mouse because mouse is a little more sensitive and much more precise. But even still, like, that's a huge pain in the butt for, like, cool, I make an awesome card, but, like, to what end, right? Like, what can I do with this card? Like, it'd be one thing if it was like, oh, hey, cool, you made this card, you know? Like, you made the card, but, like, the one I made, like, I don't see... Oh, okay. Let me just go ahead then. But anyway, so it's like it'd be one thing if like these cards are like memorialized, right? But like everything I've looked at, but in this event, like the cards I make don't ever appear anywhere. Like when hey, look, Candace now. Like when I go into here, I think it's this one, right? So, like, here's my gift. Or, no, here. Okay, so yeah, it does show this, right? So it's like, cool, this is the one you made, right? So just save it. Oh, I see. Is this me giving them one? Oh, I see. I guess? Like, okay, cool. Okay, so never mind. Then there's a... Oh, wait, what? Anyway, so it's like, it's kind of weird. So it's like, I guess you can make them and you can send them to other people, but like, why? Like, what's the purpose? Like, I don't even think I can add text to it. So it'd be like one thing if I could like send a message to somebody, and sure I can design an interesting card, but like, to what end, right? Like, what's the point? Like, it'd be one thing if like if people who receive my card can save it, like it becomes an item in their inventory that they can look at and be like, oh, that looks really cool. So like, you could collect and trade, and you could, so basically, people who make really cool ones, and like, even for yourself, like if whatever I make, I can save as an item, so I can like look at whenever. That would be something, right? But like, I don't know if that's even possible, because if these things get deleted at the end of the event, then no matter how much time and effort I put into it, it'll just be gone, you know, in like a few days. So it's like, do I want to waste a lot of time and having to deal with the annoyances of trying to make it look super pretty on using a controller, or do I? Yeah. Oh, hello there. How's it going? I was just trying to figure out the purpose of these cards. Like, we can design them, and we can save them, we can send them out to other people, but it seems like they serve no other purpose. And it seems like once the event's over, like, we lose it. So it's like it'd be one thing if we could save it. Like, if I sent a card out to someone and they received it, they could be like, "Cool, I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to keep it." Like, it becomes an item in my inventory, and I can look at it later. So, if you make a really cool looking one, you could like keep it forever, right? So, like, any effort you make into making a really cool looking one, you could then have it as a memento. But like, from what it seems like you just don't. They just get lost at the end of the event. And so it's like, what's the point of trying? Although I do get, like, some people like to express themselves, and they, have fun fiddling around with it, and sure, but like, I just think it would be nice if there was some level of permanence to it. So like, the time and effort you make isn't completely wasted. You made something cool, and now you can keep it.
リシアがぎゅうぎゅうにスケジュールを詰め込んで、リシアも言っていましたが、旅人さんは
Now, obviously, I'm being super lazy, doing the simplest of things. But like, there's a lot of detail. Like, there's a lot of little bits and pieces you can use. You can increase their size, increase or decrease their size. It's like, it allows for a wide variety of customizations. But again, I just can't figure out the purpose of it. So like, I'm not gonna go hog and make something amazingly cool looking, only to have it then just be kind of like thrown in the trash in 10 days when the event is up.
せっかくお休みをいただいてリーユエ港に来たので、解凍祭期間中、リーユエの方は贈り物に祝祷状を添え真似してみようといくつか。栄誉騎士様、綺麗な祝祷状。
Balloon or cloud? What the fuck does that even mean? Oh, I see. Balloons.
ご指導ありがとうございました。次のウィンドウブルーム祭には必ずお越しくださいね。 その時はこの祝祷状と同じくらい綺麗なメッセージカードを
Nope, I'm good. Thanks for offering, though. Oh shit, there was a sixth one? I thought it was gonna be 5, because the combat event only had, I think, 5 things. So I assumed that the... Oh, fuck. I assumed that this one will also have 5, but I was wrong. It's also much easier to do, so this is no real... I think it might have been time-gated, too. And the only reason I was... I think it was only... I think it was time-gated, too. Like, I could only do this, like, one day at a time. And because I'm just doing this so late. Yeah, she said Happy Lantern, right? It's not even Happy New Year. It's just, again, it's the Leeway Festival.
年度の終わりまでには、でも今年度の休暇日集計後、私が1日も休暇を取っていないことに気づかれた。
And this, you could argue, like, oh, well, it's end of the year, right? Oh, well, weirdly enough, isn't this a celebration of the New Year? Isn't the start of Lunar New Year? The first day? I'm not sure. Like, I don't know what the Chinese Lunar New Year celebrations are. I don't know if they start celebrating at the end of the year, which then goes into the New Year. Like, is the Chinese New Year celebration like essentially our December 31st to January 1st? They're just like, yeah, we're celebrating. It's the end of the year, and then by the end of the celebration, it's the New Year type thing? Or do they only start the celebration after the New Year started? I'm not quite sure. But this is also a casual reference to, oh, this is the end of the year. But to be fair, it also could just be the end of the fiscal year. Yeah, because like financial years can be different as well.
いや、特巡隊には交代期、それに対応すべき緊急事態もあり、もともと休暇など、私にとこれははっきり明文化された規則なのだから。特巡隊が規則を特巡隊によく来る。
I find this weird though. Like, she's the captain, sure. I understand your responsibilities are more, but you should still get time off. Like you should have a deputy that could like be in charge in your stead for your days off.
とはいえ。
Because it's not like she can like be working 24/7, 7 days a week. So like she obviously has to go to sleep. So someone has to be in charge during that time. So whoever does that, maybe have 2 people, 2 extra people, 2 lieutenants of yours that could be, in charge of the night shift and in charge of your days off, and they just swap around the shifts themselves.
「お菓子を大量に買ったからこういうのは得意ではなく、旅人はどう作ればいいか。うん、そうだ。ただ体力テストの。
Okay, was that it? Was there a third one? Yeah, second one. Okay, so there are 7. So maybe 1 for each day of the week, perhaps. I mean, it's fine. I'm kind of like, I want to be done with this, because like, I don't really find this super interesting. Because like, I'm not super artistically inclined. And then just... Controller movements are pretty fast and loose. It's hard to be incredibly precise, because the way they've designed some controller stuff is that, like, just barely moving it, it has a threshold where you have to move it a certain degree before it even moves. But then as you move it further, it goes faster for a lot of things. So it's kind of like, oh, okay. If you want to move slowly, you can lightly move your controller, your joystick. But if you want to but then as you push the joystick further, your cursor moves faster. So it has like this 2 levels of movement, where barely touching your joystick. It's like this, barely moving your joystick, which moves it slightly, and then the second you start to move it even slightly more, then it like ramps up. It like triples or quadruples its speed. So it's tough to do because they either have to move incredibly slowly the entire time, or be incredibly fast and loose. And there's also like a dead zone threshold where you have to move the joystick, but outside of a dead zone before it then starts registering that as movement. So it's the kind of thing that for most 99 out of 100, you want to just leave it alone. But in events like this, where you actually require that level of precision, then essentially what you really want to do is completely remove the dead zone, and then just like essentially move the joystick like it is a mouse. And if you remove the dead zone, then even slight movements will be registered, and then you can get that level of precision. But like that would be absolute shit in all other aspects of the game. So it's like, who wants to change the controller settings? Like, no one wants to change the control settings for that shit. This count as a star? Oh, it does count, kinda. Okay, cool. Does this count? It has a star in the center. Oh, it doesn't! What the fuck? It has stars into the design. That literally has stars in the design. Okay, these are... Okay, that still counts. But like, there's a literal star in the middle of that balloon. How does that not count? If that's a literal flower, how does that count as a star? Oh, I see. Those don't count. That 5 is a motive. I don't know. Stars into the design. Like this? These are stars, kind of, I guess. Oh, okay, yeah. So those other ones were fireworks. Oh, okay, cool. So the one she gives us is the whatchamacallit? This one. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So I can get their things by finding them, giving them shit, or I could give my friends ones. What's the good one? I think. No, it's not that one. Noel? Yeah, the Noel one I did the best. Oh, I see. I have to press triangle. Got it. I press X to go into the... Cool. As images for whatever reason. I only have 2 of those, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, like this. It's like, I guess, kind of. I guess that's kind of cool. I don't know. It's the kind of thing where like I have to go through and like find all. There's just way too many things to customize, which makes it kind of difficult to. Which makes it kind of difficult to understand what matters. You know, like which one of those actually counts. Okay. There we go. Do I have enough? Yeah, I want to invite her. Nice. I really like her designs. She's very pretty. I like. Yeah, she's just very pretty. I like the dress, like the hair ornaments. I like the long hair. The chakram is kind of cool, and the fact that she's an animo wind user that can infuse her wind with all sorts of shit is pretty fun. Okay, so 1400 out of 1500. Super close from getting Xiangling's outfit, which is cute. That's adorable. So that is pretty cute. So I think they did a really good job. I mean, honestly, they do really good jobs on all the oh, I see an avatar for what, beating this event or something. Oh no, for getting hurt though. Forgot. But like, if you actually looked at like all the outfits for this, like this was cute and interesting. I mean, honestly, Xingqiu's was not really super special. Like, sure, it looks a little more fancy, but like he was already kind of wearing dress clothes anyway, so just kind of went from doing more Chinese dress clothes to Spontanean dress clothes, but really, normal. Kaya's was really interesting because he goes from his kind of like a rogue and a knight, kind of just like a normal like adventure from like a isekai adventure type thing where you just have the normal pants and boots and stuff. They're kind of like an Arabian theme. Lisa's was really interesting. She obviously goes from her kind of like witch-like outfit to a, Sumerian scholar. Fischl's was really cool because she went from her like spandex thing to the kind of this like frilly princess, gothic Lolita type thing, and the story related to it was really good. I mean, Guang's looks ridiculously hot. Barbara's looks really cute. Hu Tao's looks pretty cool. Yeah, Nilo's was really good too. Like Nilo's was really, like all of them were just so good. Like Klee looks looks cute because like she's normally this like little kid, but now she looks like a little tiny witch, which is adorable. Ganyu looks super hot now. Same for Shanhai. Like all the outfits they've done are really really good. And I just don't give a shit about Deluxe. I would never buy his. But yeah, like all of them were so good. Well, I guess as I said, Xingqiu was like the least impressive of all of them because he doesn't really change a lot. Like I still put him in the outfit. But if we're looking at like the difference between that and this, like not a huge amount. Like the feet are essentially the same, shoes and high socks. It's more of just a high boot that basically goes to the same level with the same little foot strap. And then it's just like, yes, I'm going to wear shorts and this Chinese themed top. I'm going to wear shorts and this, more European top. And then like the hair is almost identical. It just goes from this little cut to a little ponytail. But that ponytail is barely noticeable. So it's like, thematically, there's not really much of a difference, right? It's essentially, it is just like a European equivalent of this. It's like, hey, we want to turn this into a European outfit. Boom, there you go. So it's just taking the same thing and making it European. Whereas like if you look at all the other outfits, they're all like just drastically different. We have this, to this. It's like super different. Well, I mean, it's relatively different. It goes like, it becomes this like, I don't know, this like vampire theme type thing to like a princess. The theme is different. Who's the next one? We have Klee. We have just a normal, I'm a kindergartner type thing, to I'm a little witch. Something you like imagine, yeah, I could see a girl like dressing up like this on Halloween. Like the theme is different. Elementary schooler, witch. The theme changed. Hu Tao. I'm not even sure what the current theme is. Like there's this, it's just kind of like a normal outfit. And this, just like a little festive one. And the little sunglasses are cute. And how they changed her hair a little bit. Have those little rings up there. It's interesting. And then, what else? Yeah, and then hers, she goes from, I'm, Japanese schoolgirl to I'm a adventurer kind of thing. Like, I'm a thief from a medieval type game, something like that. Oh, yeah. And then Ming Guang's too. I mean, both are essentially just dresses, fancy dresses. But you could say, like, yeah, this is just a Chinese themed dress, and this is just like a ball, an evening ball type thing. But it just looks hotter because it's like feels more revealing. I guess it technically is. You can see more of her shoulders and back, and this one is more enclosed. So it's hotter. And let's see who else got it. Oh yeah, Milo. This one, hers didn't change super much. They're both kind of like revealing outfits, but I don't know, it just looks very pretty. So yeah, definitely do like that. But anyway, cool. I thought it was nice. That. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call it with that. I've been walking for a while and getting a little pooped, and I've progressed a decent chunk through the event. Well, through the event, like little mini games. I actually haven't done a lot of the quests, so let me just double check how much time do I got. 8 days. So I have a week to do it. So yeah, I have the quest to do. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing. Well, I also have the Tetris event. I've done like 1/3 of the Tetris events, so I still have that to do. So I have that, and then the quest, and then I'm done. But even yeah, I'm not even sure what the difference between these two are. Oh, it doesn't teleport me automatically. That's annoying. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it, but thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.